Like all of us are being watched. Exactly, we are being watched. Privacy is not applicable on the internet. All social media companies have invested their billions of dollars on the developing of their social media application, but have made them available free. That defies logic. The most valuable companies like YouTube, using the most expansive video storage server, Gmail, with the strongest email communication platform for free. Now, my first question is, why do you think, why these people or why these companies giving a free access to their application after having billions or the trillion of dollars on them? You must be surprised how are these platforms are monetized. To strengthen my argument, let me walk you through our regular activity. For instance, if I download any social media application from Play Store, it demands access for my photos, locations, microphones, content, data, etc. For example, right here I was trying to download an application that is a photo editor app, and that photo editor app demands access to my all content. Now the question mark is, this is a photo editor, but why that company need my messages, my content, my locations, my microphones, each and everything? And interestingly, we don't have a choice of picking or choosing from these options and rejecting other. It's either taken it or leave it kind of scenario. Before downloading any software from internet, we are notified with the terms and conditions we are agree without even reading them. Now, you must be surprised that what we are talking and what we are saying about all social media applications. So, now I want to say these application developers have a reason to allow a free access to their application, and you know reason is? The reason is they need your personal information too. For example, if I'm a businessman, they want to know about the crucial detail of my business, like my client history, my account details, my supplier history, my all business documents. By keeping that in mind, they perform an analysis on individual personality as well to know what are my views are, what are my tendencies, what are my personality, and what type of person I am. Once all the data has been stored with them, what do you think they will do with it? All our data, my family, my kids, all the data is stored with them. What do you think they will do with it? Well, in order to use your data in future, maybe nearby in future, maybe in 2025. So by 2025, information selling will be most prevalent business all over the world. Exactly, information selling. For example, all these sectors like universities where you want to get admission, HR department of companies where you wish to work, or the embassies that issue you the visa, these sector will not be interested in your CV or CGPA, but this sector will be interested in knowing you, it will be interested in your data. And in order to utilize, in order to use your data in the virtual world, maybe in 2025, there will be a tag on me, on my family, on my kids, and on you, that you are for sale. Exactly. We will be available on sale. So now, this is the reason why these companies, after investing the trillion of dollars on their applications and offering us a free of cost their applications. Well, all these are type of the frauds that we are being victimized. What do you think? What we have to do? For example, if we receive a message that says forward as received to save a Babri Masjid or the Muslims of the Rohingya, do you really think so that message chain would save Babri Mosque or the Muslim of Rohingyas? No. This is just a way for these companies to find out how we think and how we behave. So then all these sectors, instead of asking you to submit some document, will approach to these application developing company for your data, who can potentially give them access to the 20 years worth of your data to know the everything which stronger them to know about what type of video I watch, what the content of my messages, my calls and internet browsings are. You must be surprised wondering and thinking how this is even possible. So, interestingly, I can prove it right here, right now, if any one of you have courage to give their cell phone for only 120 seconds. I can access your WhatsApp, for example, in the regular activity. I just give my cell phone, my friends, my other buddy for the usage, or maybe my personal laptop. So I need 120 seconds to grab and to access your all information. All these are type of the frauds. Again, what do you think we have to do now? Delete all social media application from our cell phone, or stop using technology and go back to the Stone Age, or disconnect ourselves from the rest of the world. The reason is your information and your family will be on sale. It's not the conspiracy theory. According to Wall Street Journal, that article published in 2012, that your information will be sale, that is the argument or documents that will publish in the Wall Street Journal with their own articles. As these companies are not just vampires sucking your information through your devices, there are some other also companies available filling their jar with your own information. And obviously, in future, only those companies will be most successful having their jar up to the neck. So we were talking about these companies are stealing your information by applying and by playing with you with the different type of frauds. What should we have to do now? Should we have to delete all social media applications, or disconnect ourselves from the rest of the world, or stop using technology and go back to the Stone Age? No. There are some simple solutions to all these problems, a few measures that will keep your information safe and to yourself only. By applying these technical solutions, these companies will not be in position to access your data, and if they get access somehow, your information or your data will not be in readable format. As these huge companies are not the vampire just sucking your information through your devices, there are some other companies filling their jar with your own information, with your family information. How they are filling their jar with your information? They apply some different type of frauds, and the first type of such fraud is phishing or spear phishing. This is a dedicated type of fraud in which you or I will receive an email announcing a bumper prize, or visa, or maybe porn video, or abusive content with the tagline, if you are interested to watch this video, please click on this given link below. I will just see around my here and there and will click on that link, because I want to see exactly. As soon as you click on that link, some script has come, attach code with that, start executing in your device without your information and start stealing your information. Moreover, sometimes we download any content, magazine or a video, it says using your login Facebook or Gmail. We always follow all the path as we always follow all the links as Fisher attacker redirect us, and we just keep clicking. At the end of time, we gain access to that video, that content, or maybe to that magazine, but on the back end, these companies steal our information, sensitive information like login and passwords. For example, you will receive a lottery. I'm 100% sure you often receive such type of a lottery that you won a prize from Gmail or Yahoo or so and so forth. So these are the sophisticated, dedicated type of email frauds. Another type of such fraud is, before proceeding to that next frauds, would you like to log in on this Facebook page link? It seems like the original. It seems having the same profile homepage. Would you like to log in on this page? The reason is we never notice about the links. The link over there for this page is facebook.net. Being the IT community, what we do, we designed a dedicated pages for you that will maybe as www.facebook.net or maybe www.facebook.com, so and so forth. So these are the dedicated type of frauds in which hackers or the IT community want and try to steal your information and fill their jar with your information. Second type of fraud is phishing or smishing, in which your information is stolen through either call, phishing, or SMS submission. If you want to access your teacher laptop, if you want to access your boss laptop, please spend just $2 or the 200 rupees. Reason, to conduct such type of frauds, you just need an internet masking number that is available on internet for $2 or 200 rupees, in which company will give you the access like a golden number 4321. If someone who knows you or any of your ATM transaction, like I have a ATM transaction receipt of my friend, and if I have internet masking number, I will call on that number and will say, hello, I'm the bank representative where your account have in. Did you withdraw this amount from this ATM machine, from this place at this time? By seeing such a golden number 4321 on your screen, you will easily believe that he is a bank representative, even with the right information about your transaction. And you will confirm your information. Then might be possible I will ask you to confirm such information, your name, your date of birth, your NIC number, and your mother name. And you know very well, to get access on your online banking, I just need your CNIC number, your mother name, and your date of birth. So this was phishing, ladies and gentlemen. The second type of sub-fraud is smishing, in which IT community or the hackers stole your information through SMS. We all know about our Gmail and the Facebook addresses. Fine, we all know about our friend's Gmail address and the Facebook address. What I have to do, you will type that password, you will type that email into the relevant website like Gmail, xyz@gmail.com, then click forget my password. That relevant website will send you a 4 security digit code on your number. Then I will send a text from internet masking number that Google has found some suspicious activity on your account. In order to fix it, please reply 4 security digit code that you have just received. Now what you will do? Obviously, again, you will see a golden number on your screen and you will say, yeah, exactly, Google send me some 4 security digit code. And if you will reply that 4 security digit code, that is the end of game. To access your sensitive information like inbox, sent item, and your all emails available in your account, I just need that 4 security digit code to reset your account. Moreover, we mostly communicate and share information through the Wi-Fi routers. If we are over there or we are at some cafe or the hotels, please can you tell me the Wi-Fi key? Because we think that there is not a survival without internet only for 5 minutes. So, for hacker community, Wi-Fi routers and internet devices are the most sensitive and the most vulnerable devices to steal your information. Honestly, most vulnerable devices. You never think to take measures to save and to secure your personal or the family internet Wi-Fi routers. For a hacker community, that is a most sensitive device to steal your information. Google Docs phishing is also the type of frauds. If teacher asks me to submit assignment within the due line, within the deadlines, I will send my assignments maybe in Google formats, maybe in PDF format, Excel format, or maybe in some Word format. Teacher will open that assignment that will honestly with the same and the original content, like Qaid-e-Azam ki kitni taangein thi, hum kya karte the, so and so forth. But on the back end again, that sheet has some code attached, start executing in your device and stealing your information, and after the 1 hour, you will be capable to steal your teacher's whole information and all the data. So that is a type of fraud that we conduct through the Google Docs or some other documents. You most of the time receive an email with some attachment, having some documents, receiving some bumper prize, or maybe announcing some type of content or lottery, so and so forth. According to the US research, 97% of the people around the world cannot identify the phishing attacks. Exactly 97% of the all over the world. In IT community, 91% of hacking attacks with phishing emails. For example, if I'm a newly born hacker, I would try to steal your information. I would try to access your system with the phishing. That is 91% hacker adopt these methods. One thing more interesting about the fraud is a keylogger. That is my favorite, easiest, and the most dangerous fraud. If I install the keylogger in your system, whatever you are pressing on your device, then from then onwards, it will record and it will make a logs of those keys and will send it to back whenever you connect your device to the internet. For example, if I received a log after 4 to 5 days, having a 10 to 12 pages, I find your somewhere your email address XYZ in 4 to 5 pages, and can you think that after at the email address xyz@gmail.com, right after there will be your password, and your password will not be in a static format. Your password will be in readable format. One thing. Secondly, most shocking news: keylogger is a free of cost. If you want to steal any information, go at your home, download those software to your any system, whatever that person is doing on that system, whatever the pressing the key, everything will be available through the email at your system. Furthermore, it take screenshot of your device, it use your front camera of laptop, take your picture and send back to the hackers. Again, it's not my theory. Our Facebook CEO, most famous social media CEO, saying that he always places a tape, cover his camera by putting a tape over it. The last thing about the keylogger is, if I install the keylogger in your system, you will not be able to find the keylogger. The reason is, keylogger don't have nothing, any icons all over the system, even not in your control panel. So a victim will never be notified that his information, his or her information is being stolen through email, through the keylogger, or through some other methods. In the end, I would like to highlight facts. We all want to be aware of cyberbullying, cyber stalking, and sex texting, as we are always concerned about the type of content, what type of content my kids or my family are browsing on the internet. For example, your kid is typing a word, porn, on search engine shows its definition as well as shows some abusive content that attracts their mind and lead them towards unethical action. We are senior family member or responsible of knowing what is going around in their life, and we cannot turn a blind eye to their concern. We have to know what goes around in their life, and if we keep neglecting their concerns, we will witness a terrifying result, like MBBS students of DG Khans were caught in suicide bombing, and she was from Pakistan. Finally, let me talk about some solution. That was a whole horror picture. बहुत ही डरा दिया यार. Fine, that was a horror picture, but now what we have to do? Exactly, we have to do, and we have to apply some technical solutions, some technical measures to stop using such application and for secure and to save our information. First of all, my favorite solution is data encryption. On the priority basis, you have to apply an encryption method on your system, on your kid's system, on your family system, as well as on your office devices. Second thing is a parental control setting. Parental control setting is a really interesting setting. If you apply a setting on your all family devices, whatever your kid is doing, to whom he is talking, what type of content he is accessing on the internet, everything will be available simply in your account on the dashboard, that my kid, my missus, or my family, or my colleagues, whatever, what the people are doing on the system. So that setting name is a parental control. Third, you have to apply safe browsing searching option for your device, for your family, and for your kids. Last but not least, all organizations should have to adopt, like universities, research centers, offices, corporate sectors, should have to adopt dedicated communication network. Like other countries, Brazil, Japan, America, US, etc., having their national operating system with a dedicated type of protocols and with a dedicated type of systems and all the methods that can save and secure their information. So by applying these settings, I hope so, I and we, all of us can save our family, can save our kids, because we know in future, me and my family, you and your family will be on sale. So instead to moving towards that topic, instead to moving to that point that we are for sale, we have to adopt some setting, and I wish you a safe browsing on the internet. Thank you.